Got Hart. Jordan is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Minnesota, the front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot.
Well, the finishing ability of Rui Hachimura on display. This guy has a knack for getting around defenders and into his groove.
Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Capella.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by Albuquerque. McDaniels passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Conley.
Jordan against Edwards. They get it back.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Here's McDaniels. The layup off target. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for Albuquerque. And doors there, we're looking at James McDaniels. And he's clearly been stepping up his game.
He has been. It's always fun to see a young talent develop their skill set, build real confidence. And Jaden's starting to carve out his space in this league.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Here's Halliburton following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota. For Albuquerque, they've shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Scooped up outside for Jordan. And the 3 ball is good. Jordan's got 6.
It's graceful. There's a level of dignity that Jordan has on the floor. Just so classy about everything he does.
Now, here's McDaniels. Here's Towns. Hachimura grabs the miss.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Halliburton with the steal. And here's the fast break. Lobbed up there for Hachimura. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, this is big-time wingspan and solid leaping ability. Hachimura, boy, what an option as an alley-oop target.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Some changes for Minnesota. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McDaniels. Baines checked in for Albuquerque. Irving comes in for Michael Jordan. Pass to Anderson. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Over Halliburton. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for Albuquerque. 6-point lead.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
Now here's Conley. Halliburton with the steal. And out of bounds. The Wolves gain possession.
Substitution on court.
Here's Morris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Monte Morris a bit undersized, but make no mistake, he is unafraid to mix it up.
In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here is Morris. There's 1:17 left to play here in the first. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Greg, taking a look at Monte Morris for a second, you got to be inspired by his terrific story.
I mean, from late second-round pick to a seasoned NBA player, Morris never gave up on himself and continues to impress with each passing season. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here's Reed. Moore, left side. Count that bucket. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bain passes to Hachimura. What a terrific move that was. Hachimura's got 6.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Anderson. No good that time. Halliburton for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Minnesota with the ball, following the score by Albuquerque. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Young. Garza, no good. Albuquerque leading by 14. And it's Halliburton penetrating, and he uses the glass on the lane. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Here's Edwards. Towns up top. Siakam against Edwards. McLaughlin, no good. Hart with it. Nothing on the board. Here's Halliburton. And again, it's Albuquerque.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Towns. The dish to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Garza. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for Albuquerque. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it. That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Now, here is Halliburton to the paint. Siakam misses. Minnesota trails by 20. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring, Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Halliburton's vision and then the ability to thread the needle there makes the defense pay.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Now here's Capella. He's got 8. Now Hart. Good on the triple. Hart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot when given the opportunity.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many. That is a recipe for disaster.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. A big group substitution here for Albuquerque. Magic Johnson, he checked in for Clint Capella. Hachimura comes in for Pascal Siakam. Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Halliburton. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Trae Young. Now here is Miller, goes back up, puts up a 3. Reed misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Hart. Can't get it to fall. 1:15 left in the first half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has rattled to a standstill. And with that basket, it puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by Albuquerque.
And Jordan slams it in.
Goes to
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Conley against Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Kyle Anderson has checked in for Miller. Now here's Gobert. Still without a basket.
Way too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
Albuquerque leading by 23. Here's Jordan. No dice from the high post.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bottle that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Conley following the score by Albuquerque. And following the shot, he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
But don't let the small marine fool you. Mike Conley so tough on the interior.
And Conley drops them both. There's 18 seconds left here in the second.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions.
Dominating for
Your home team, 16. The away team, 39.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So with Irving on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Rui Hachimura out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. And Jordan throws it down.
And that all comes from the defense of Tyrese Halliburton, looking to make things happen.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Here's Hart. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the next pass.
Here's Hart. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Good idea trying to draw the foul. Very creative, to say the least.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's covered by Hachimura.
That kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Now, here's McDaniels. T right on him. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
And now, the first timeout called here for Albuquerque.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for McDaniels. And Monte Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Albuquerque making some changes. Siakam is checked in for Rui Hachimura. Bain comes in for Josh Hart. Young is subbed in for Michael Jordan. Here's Young. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Miller. The pass to Reid. Morris outside. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Siakam with it. Guarded now by Morris. Siakam passes to Capella. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Capella's got 10 points.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
To the inside. Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum. What a great sequence for this group.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. 1:58 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Anderson. Here's Reid. Pass to Alexander Walker. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
And here's Halliburton. He's got 8. Young finds Halliburton. Elbow shot is on the way. Siakam passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
1:14 left in the 3rd quarter. Siakam against Anderson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Albuquerque making some changes. Johnson comes in for Clint Capella. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Young. Lays it up off the glass.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there. Many believe he might have the best handle in the game.
To halt the run. Rejected by Halliburton. Inside. And finished off by Siakam.
Now there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
Morris dishes to Moore, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
Looking at who's out there now for Albuquerque. Hachimura, he's checked in for Siakam. Jordan comes in for Bain. And Curry subbed in for Halliburton. Here's Henderson. Misses off the left iron. Here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Irving's got 13.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Albuquerque. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Then it's Miller, and it's McLaughlin in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will return possession.
The ball goes to your home team.
Finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Moore subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Miller, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McLaughlin, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Irving's gone a perfect 6 of 6 shooting. Pass to Reed. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Rebound by Albuquerque. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jordan. The kick out to Irving. With the teardrop, and Miller with the block. Here's McLaughlin. Defended by Jordan. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Jordan going to the rim. And Jordan slams it in.
Good job there. Jordan getting him in transition, and he does so much. You almost forget how dominant he can be defensively.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Curry. The pass to Reed to the wing right side. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Moore. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. And a break down is the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Garza's checked in, and Morris subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Miller, the pass to Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
You can see the defense always wants to hold contact with Karl Anthony Towns. Just great concentration on the shot.
Jordan's shot is off. Miller against Bain. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. He will shoot 2. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. And the first one drops. Kyle Anderson is checked in for Minnesota. Both free throws good for Miller. Here's Jordan. Kicks it out to Siakam. No good on the 3. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. Morris outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You love the aggressive play inside from Monte Morris.
Outside Curry. It's deflected. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball. Hachimura is checked in for Michael Jordan.
For the away team, Hachimura.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Curry with the three. Rebounded by Moore. Curry against Morris. To the middle. Here's Miller. Back to Morris. Rebound by Albuquerque. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Siakam. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson.
And that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
1:03 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Moore. Over Bain. The baseline J off the mark. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Morris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Rui Hachimura picks one up. The first one falls. And Albuquerque making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Both free throws good for Miller. And so here's Albuquerque. Curry looking it over. Outside, Jordan. Over Miller. Shoots a fader. And Siakam with the nice bucket inside.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
Miller against Hachimura. Miller kicks to Anderson. He can't get that one.
And he did everything he could to make that shot.
And so Albuquerque
You don't know my ID. 나를 검색할 듯 했지. We still low key, you don't see me when I